All right, good morning, guys. Excuse the roughage. I just woke up, but it's on my spirit. It's Tuesday morning, and I wanted to get back to you guys about why the gays don't yes for Sunny. I got it. Why the gays don't yes for Sunny. I have a list of 5 things. I'm gonna get into them in detail, but before I do get into them in detail, I'm gonna put a broad idea of what the 5 things are, in no particular order. In the comment section, you guys can probably make an order of how you feel strongly, depending on your level of. All right. Okay, I have a special guest who wants to join me. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. It's right there, Diva. No, wait, it's a laptop. Okay. Why the gays don't yes for Sunny. 1. I'm not Caucasian. The LGBT loves to push and open doors for predominantly white people. I mean, the LGBT movement was just a movement for the gay white men to have equal privileges as straight white men. That's all that was. That's all that the women's movement is for white women to have the same privileges as straight white men. So when it comes to the LGBT community, it's not too much in favor of all of us. It's mostly in favor of white people. This is their organization for them to be liberated, and we're just there as numbers. We're not even allies. We're just like building numbers for them. 2, this is not to offend anybody because I think it's dope, but wearing wigs, I don't wear wigs, and a lot of times you see a lot of black men who go trending are ideally straight guys in wigs mocking women. I have a talent. I'm not gonna go aside of that and disrespect women or mock women or emulate them by wearing makeup and wigs. Like that's kind of like blackface, and it's a thin line between humor and being offensive when it comes to wearing wigs, because I mean, most people are doing it to be funny, and I don't get the joke. 3, I'm not over-sexual. I was raised by mostly my grandmother and my dad, and they aren't the type of people that I never even seen them drink. I never see my family drink. I never see them pick up a cigarette. I never see my family in that kind of lifestyle. And when there was a sexual energy in my life, because I have that, it wasn't anything that was overly done. It was very organized, very it was just not how most people in the gay community like to be perceived. A lot of us like to be perceived as over-sexual. We like to show our bodies. We like to just be liberated and free. But that takes away from a lot of us. And there's a lot of us who are more on the prude side. I know my music could be very sexual, and that's pretty much where I express it, unless it's on that bed over there. But it's not something that I identify with. I don't identify with my sex. I just don't. I'm not outside trying to give you I'm not trying to be suggestive. I'm not often trying to be suggestive. And if I guess I'm not dangling a carrot in your face, you're not gonna go to the carrot. 4 is I respect myself. I respect myself and black men. I know what it's like to be a young gay black man and to not have any positive representation or any kind of trusting guidance. I won't say it's harder, but it's a little bit challenging when you don't have pretty much like a paternal in the gay lifestyle, in the gay community, when you don't have kind of like that mother or that father to pretty much guide you. And when you do have it, they're usually on the seedy side, so they'll put you on game, but they won't put you on so much to get your life together without them. You'll pretty much be stuck in this gay lifestyle in a house with people that you feel like you can only trust them. And sometimes society builds it that way, where you feel like you can trust some of the most seedy people because the world is seedy. And when it comes down to these people in comparison, they don't seem that bad. But that's just not me. I'd rather be the positive. I'd rather be the person who's getting your life together and not getting your gay life together, because that's not what it's about. It's about you as a person representing yourself and what you have to offer this world on your own, not just some person who's like, I'm just gonna blend in, we're here because we're all alike. No, you can exceed that. You don't have to be leather wearing, chap wearing, flagging to be gay. Like that's annoying. And number 5 is pretty clear. I don't respect LGBT. I don't respect the movement. I don't respect the LGBT movement. Like I said in the first one, LGBT was designed for white men. LGBT was designed so that gay white men can have the same privileges as straight white men. That's it. We all have our personal stories. Me, I feel more oppressed in the gay community because there is a standard that you have to obtain of even looking, being, is just not what the outside world would perceive it as. And you know what? Let me get into that. A lot of people perceive the gay world as we're a bunch of men and women who made this choice to be obnoxious. That is not the case at all. Not that I know homosexuality is not a choice. You're not gonna take a bunch of millions of people to decide that, hey, I need to be oppressed. I need to take on an oppression and bring this negative energy towards my lifestyle that can be so much easier if I just chose not to be gay. That is just not how it works. And a straight person will tell you that they chose to be gay. A straight person will also tell you that they chose back to be straight, because you just cannot choose to be gay. What that tells me. That tells me that if you're saying that I'm choosing to be gay, then you are gay and you are choosing to be straight. That's just pretty much how that goes. LGBT, you guys do not support black people. Only time we're relevant is when there's numbers needed, when there is cameras around, when there is some kind of event that the public will see us. They get the image that we're all in this kumbaya. We're not. We're actually at a war. And sex. After sex, there's nothing. There's no, let me elevate you, invest in you, let me try to build you up. Because there will be too many. There'll be too many black men right now on top. If gay white men really like took to us the way that society is thinking that they're taking to us. If I was to get married right now and something was to happen to me, Oscar wouldn't get anything, vice versa. Like, it's kind of like a joke. It's like a, oh, you want marriage? Here, just take it. Just get out my face. My cup is empty. My cup don't have all that stuff that the marriage is supposed to come with. That's fine, because marriage is the choice. But we got the right to be married, but we don't even know how to love each other. A lot of us were picked on as kids that we don't even want to deal with anything that reminds us of the thing that was attacked, whether it be our skin color, in this case, it'd be our sexual preference. We don't want anybody who reminds us of that. We don't want anybody who's too feminine, because we don't want to be, triggered that somebody's gonna say something about that. We don't want anybody too masculine, because we don't want to be triggered that you're the voice of this bully that I had to deal with. Like, there's never really like, there's no us balance. There's us trying to assimilate straight culture, and that is not cool, because when we don't do it right, you guys look at it and it's like, okay, you guys obviously don't know what you're doing to talk about yourself. And we should know more so what we're doing. We should know more so what is the goal for us. What are we? We don't stand too much for things, but yet we demand people to respect us. When I stand up for homosexuality, I don't stand up to wave a flag around. I don't stand up for the right to somebody, for somebody's right to tell me that they accept me, or I can be married, or I can do anything with my partner. I stand up for my gay rights because this is my life. This is my home, from my kitchen to my room to my everything. This is what a gay lifestyle looks like. It may look similar to yours, but this is mine. This is what I stand up for. This is my family. This is my home. This is my lifestyle. And if you see me on the front lines, it's because of this. It's because I have something to fight for within the gay community, and that's just love. That's the right to love, not the right to be married and the right to wear leather chaps and be kissing my partner in front of your children. I'm gonna be problematic. That is obnoxious. That is so obnoxious. That is, I don't want to go against the whole gay movement, but I think we need boundaries. I think we need to like let people slowly, you know, not just we're fucking gay, we're here, we're queer, we're not going anywhere, because we come off as a really obnoxious group of people sometimes. And on top of us being very rational, we deal with life at such a reality that we don't have time to give you a fake reality. We're not gonna act like it is for this scenario and not for us. Where none of us are like that. I guarantee you, none of us who have went through being gay growing up, being gay now, will ever sugarcoat shit for you. I'm so sorry. We went through enough, especially being black. We went through enough. We're gonna give it to you. We are going to give it to you. Now back to the point of why I say the gays don't yes for Sunny. Because Sunny is just not trying to fit into these norms. I'm not trying to be LGBT. I'm not trying to be whitewashed so I'm liked. I'm not trying to be put on a wig and for the attention. I'm not gonna disrespect or put down black men. And a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people are not willing to do this because if you need likes, if you need views, if you need attention, you will sell your soul. And we talked about this a lot in the 90s of these artists selling their soul to the devil, hypothetical devil. We want things that we don't need. You know what I'm saying? And if it takes me to go out of my character, to get people to listen to me, you don't need to listen to me. People blame black men and hate black men for your attention and love. I'm not doing it just to get somebody to go, yes, Sonny, yes. I'm doing it for us to all just look around at each other and be like, yes, Sonny, yes. That's what I want.
Oh, no.
LGBT is nothing but a L-I-E. Black king, seen as things on a rack of meat. Shallow gays, white gays, hate our company. Yeah, but when I talk about it, coons try to come for me. Like all lives matter, and I bet he treat me better than a black man. I don't see color like a blind man. Yeah, niggas be lying, and I'm too